Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel. Got the old yo-yo parked in the shop here. I've got something where I'm going to try to. I don't really want to buy one. I'd rather kind of build it. I've got. Well, let me just get over here and I'll show you. So I've got this little 5-pound propane tank. Compliments of Lone Wolfing it. Rebecca, the one I was in Alaska with, she sent me this for like a gift for reaching 1,000 subscribers and getting monetized on YouTube, which was, you know, completely freaking awesome. I had no idea she was doing that. It just showed up at the house yesterday while I was at work. So what I'm trying to figure out here, see, I was actually thinking about putting it back here, but it won't fit under the tent. So the only other place I was kind of looking at was maybe right here. I don't know. I've got the whole reason why, just like she uses, you can hook the hose up to here, and since my table is right here, my stove goes here, so then I don't have to use those little green propane bottles anymore. My brain's not working, sorry. And also too, this winter when I'm camping, I've got one of those buddy heaters, which I know y'all seen. See, I'll just hook the hose in here, run it in the tent, and also have a heater if it's that cold. Most of the time I usually don't need it, but just in case. So I don't know if I want it here, but since it fit there, it's got to fit up here. So I don't understand what it's doing. It must have just been hanging on that. It's kind of hard to stick it back here with one hand. But I think I'm going to build my own brackets, so I think that's what we're going to do today. I'm not exactly sure whether I'm going to mount it right here, and then see that when the tailgate's shut, you would literally just see that setting just like that right there. You know, don't really stick out or anything. Or let me get it set back there, and we'll look at it there. I got it. The reason why it goes in back here easier is because the bottle's standing up and slides straight in there and straight back. As you can see, we don't have a lot of room between this handle and the bottom of the tent. But as long as I turn it this way, then it comes out, and put it back and then turn it. So I can make a bracket and mount it there, which I kind of think would look better and be easier. And then I can still run my cord right up in the tent. The only thing I'm trying to remember is I've got my hose at home that screws to that and also screws to the Coleman propane stove. I don't remember if it's a 4-foot one or a 6-foot hose, which I can always buy one, but I'd rather not. It's just a waste of money and a hose. See, if it's 6-foot, this is only a 5-foot bed, so it would it would push it, but it would reach. I probably need an 8-foot hose, honestly. So I don't know. That's why I don't know if I want to just mount it back there or mount it right here, because the hose isn't here. So I'm not exactly sure. Let me get these brackets right here, and we'll look and see if I can make these work. These things are powder coated blue, which y'all know I like blue. And I've been trying to figure out something to use these things with for a while, and never really, had any use for them, so I just saved them. But I don't know if I can make these work or not. Let's see if I can set y'all down here for a second so y'all can see these. See? Kind of bent. I got 2 of them. They got the holes in that and all that jazz. What I kind of had in mind, maybe, it's so hard to film and show y'all this at the same time. What I had in mind, if it'll work, see, I've got, focus, these holes here, here, and here, and everybody knows on these Tacomas we've got the bed track. So what I was kind of thinking was mount it, maybe like that right there, focus, either up there in that corner or back here, either one. But the only problem is, if I try to bend this thing, that powder coat is probably going to crack. So I was thinking about taking and basically folding it to make it wrap around that tank and then maybe a really short ratchet strap or something. I'm not exactly sure, but it would be kind of cool to use those, just because it would be, you know, I made the brackets and also too the mounted bracket that you put the propane tank in, and you know, all aluminum and real fancy thing. The cheapest one I can find is like 110 bucks, and I'm not giving $110 to mount this propane tank. I'll put a ratchet strap on it before I do that. So yeah, let me see what I can do with these, and I'll get right back with you. And typical my fashion here, I've changed my mind again. What do I do with it? And I'm losing my mind. Oh, right here in front of me. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm having to mount my axe and my shovel. I went ahead and wanted to mount at least the axe right here before I mounted that propane tank, to make sure that I have room to get it in and out of there. So that bed that used to be in the bed of the truck that I slept on, I cut it apart. It says powder coated and everything. I've got to cut it down, and of course, and I'm going to repaint it. But I'm going to mount that right there. Let me see if I can set y'all down here where y'all can see what I'm doing. But I'm going to mount that middle ways, and then I've got these. They'll bolt like that and hold my axe on this side. I got another one of these poles and another set of these to mount a shovel on the other side. And then the tank should still fit perfectly here, because the axe head will stop about right here, and then the handle will stop about right here. So they'll fit perfectly between it. So that's kind of what we're doing now. Now I'm gonna see how this is all messed up. I'm gonna square that up to where I get it nice and pretty, grind it on the edges, cut it to length. I'm gonna go 37 inches, which is from here to here. And I'm gonna grind those down, the edges, get everything nice and smooth. And then I probably won't paint them yet. I'll go ahead and get the holes drilled. I'm just gonna bolt them straight through here, one on each side. And then I'm gonna, of course, buy the caps that snap in, so it's got a finished look. Then I'll take everything back off, paint it, and then put it back on. Probably do that spray bed liner or whatnot, because it's powder coated, and ain't like it's gonna get scratched, because you know, nothing's gonna be rubbing on it, but that way it'll at least look good. And this is kind of gray and everything else is black, so we'll make those match. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do right now. There it is, bolted up, bolted there and there. And of course it's sitting on the bed, but it won't be once it's bolted up. It'll set something like that. There's a gap there, so I can put my cover over it, and that mount like that. And then I'm gonna I still haven't figured out what to do with that tank, so I'm gonna have to think some more on that to put it there. So now I'm going to bolt these brackets down that actually go around the handle. I'm gonna bolt those down to this bar, and then we'll take this bar off and paint it. And then I'm going to do the other side the same way. There's a better shot of it. There we go. Now I just got it until nothing's tight. Just got it up there to mock it up, and then now I'm going to take it back apart and paint it. And then plus that frees up a lot of space out of my drawer too, because this thing usually rides around in my small drawer of my deck system. Alright, and there's the second one, just mocked up there, everything's still loose. And I've got my places marked where I'm going to drill for my little tiny shovel. So I'll bolt those in there. And this side I've already took back off and waiting on the paint to dry, and then we'll bolt them on. Alright, now they're painted, and this one I done first is done dry. And as far as the propane tank goes, I wasn't happy with any of the, let's say, ideas that I came up with. And so basically what I'm going to do for now, just so I'll have it in case I decide to take off camping one night, is I'm literally just going to use this ratchet strap. As riggish as that is, I don't like it, but even I got to look, and even one of those brackets that normally you bolt to and clamp it, well, I have to take this thing on and off, you know, to get the propane tank filled. Well, since it's under this tent, I have to turn the tank to take it out. If that bracket's sticking up with a little side sticking out, it'll never come out of this hole. So that means I have to unbolt this every single time I need to get it filled. So that bracket won't work there. So I'm gonna have to just get to thinking, I'm gonna come up with some kind of a bracket that attaches inside this track, because I'm not drilling holes in my bed, inside this track that I can take on and off if I ever want to. But that way I can have you know, something here and something here that'll attach it besides the ratchet strap. But for right now, until I can figure something out, I don't really know. And I gotta re-glue that light. The light finally fell down after all these years. But yeah, I mean, I don't really know what else to do. If any of y'all got any ideas on how to mount that underneath the tent, right there in that corner where I showed y'all, that would be perfect. Just let me know in the comments below. Here's the size of pipe that I used, 1 inch by 1 inch square tubing, and all I did was just bolt them through. I will probably go buy those little black like vacuum caps to stick over them just to help give it more of a finished look. And of course I still have to go buy the end caps for, you know, all four, to where you don't look in there and see that. Plus it help keep water out of it. See, that side's the same way. And the propane tank's there. There's what it looks like from the side. Because I can't really go no closer because that crap's in the way, but there we go. Definitely Overland AF now. It's something I've been wanting to get on the side of it. Honestly, I like the way it looks, but I could care less about that. I just wanted them out of that small drawer. Because I did have that in there, that small shovel, and in that drawer I usually haul around 3 to 4 of those green propane tanks. So now those can be gone since that's there. And now that's big enough to run my heater if for some magical reason I ever needed to, but I don't think I probably ever will, but you don't know. So there's what she looks like. Got them mounted. A little tiny shovel. I hope y'all kind of like that little stuff I built there. It's crazy to buy, you know, buy a bunch of crap when you can build it just as easy. I mean, them brackets, I've seen some of them brackets $100, $200, and I mean, heck, all it is a piece of metal. And now I can still, you know, access the bed. I can still get anything in here, unload wood, whatever, without having that whole plate took up. I don't know. I mean, I like it. Can't never tell. I may change my mind in a week and do something different. I don't know. But I do like it. I like the propane tank. I got the shovel off. Went ahead and just repainted it. It was starting to rust real bad, which I know as soon as I use it, the paint will be flaked off, but at least it won't look rusty on the truck. So yeah, I think that's going to do it for today. I hope y'all enjoyed that. If you have any questions, or if you have any, you know, opinions on how I can mount that propane tank better, because I don't like that ratchet strap at all. It's just kind of a rigged up fix until I can figure out how I want to do it. So if you've got any suggestions or anything like that, make sure you put them in the comments below. I read every one of them. And yeah, like always, I mean, I really appreciate y'all watching, staying tuned. I don't know if we're going hunting this weekend or not, but I know we're going to go pretty soon. It's too freaking hot to still sit in the stand as far as I'm concerned, especially for bow season. I like to bow hunt, but I really like rifle hunting a lot better. Yeah, I mean, that's it. All right, well, I appreciate it. And like always, until next time, y'all have a good one.